preseason been so far for you? Just and it's been a few days, but how have these first trainings been?
Well, for me, I've been kind of recovering from a hamstring injury, so I haven't been involved in team sessions. But I mean, meeting all the new guys, it's wonderful. I don't know, RSL just knows how to bring in guys with such great personalities. So I think like off the field, we've been gelling and bonding quite a bit. So it's been good for me so far.
I guess we could talk about that a little bit, like with the off season and then off the field activities. What are some of your interests? What are some things that you've been able to do to kind of take your mind off the injury, maybe, and that kind of stuff?
The biggest thing is probably just like playing a game on my PS5, like having a party with some of the guys in the team, and just like
What are you guys playing?
Call of Duty,
Okay.
a bunch, Fortnite, OG Fortnite,
Yeah, of
Blackout,
course.
So yeah, just kind of trying to fit in since I was kind of out for the second half of the season last year. Just trying to get to know as many people as possible.
You were brought in through the draft, and RSL drafted a lot of players again this year. What was that process like for you, and how do you feel like maybe what are some tips you could give guys to maybe hopefully break into the team coming out of that draft?
I'd say just try to learn as much as possible. Like everyone who's played here or everyone who's played in MLS, they know what it takes to get there and to get into the first team. So just asking questions, never being afraid to ask, because we've all been through like the same system basically. So yeah, just trying to get as much information as possible.
Did you have any teammates from college that got drafted this year that are going to be coming to MLS?
At RSL,
Or no, sorry, from college.
but coming to
Yeah,
RSL,
or
I
RSL
think-
or MLS in general.
Oh, no, I don't think so actually. I can't.
I can't remember if there were any drafted.
No, just the two guys from RSL who got drafted to RSL, but I didn't play with them.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
When you look back at last year, just how would you kind of describe your first fully professional season? Like mostly with the Monarchs, but I think you went and spent a cup of coffee with Tulsa.
Yeah,
I think it was. It was
yeah.
USL Tulsa. Just how would you kind of describe that year?
I'd just say it's not what I expected at all. The quality is so high, the demands are just like every day you give 200%, or you don't see the first team, you don't see the field, and it's very easy to just slip up and go unnoticed. So that's why you have to just give your all every day. And I think for me, I had a bit of a stint with the first team last year, and I fell off. I'm never gonna let it happen again, because I know where I want to be. I know what it takes, and you just have to give everything. Listen to the coaches, because they're the ones that play you. You have to gain their trust and try to get some minutes and make the most of the time that you get.
You had a banger of a college career, and yet you're still saying such a higher level.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's a completely different game. I came out to college thinking, to be honest, I came out to college thinking I was the best player in the world.
Some don't play of the year. I mean, come on
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Yeah, so it was very humbling for me the first year. I think I came in preseason, the pace was so high, everyone was fitter than me, and it just kind of slapped me in the face. Like, this is the big leagues, you have the best player ever, Messi, playing here, so it just shows you like you're never good enough. You have to want it every day. You have to work every day.
Good lesson to learn, though, right?
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, obviously, I would have preferred to play more with the first team last year, but I mean, the lessons I've learned, I feel like for the rest of my career, I'll be impactful anywhere I go.
So how do you combine that confidence that you had as a college guy and then the lessons you learned last year to kind of leapfrog ahead, and maybe what are the goals you've set for yourself for this year?
Well, I think to combine the confidence with the humility, it's just knowing that you'll never break in if you don't believe in yourself. That's the first step. You have to want it, and you have to know that you can go after it, and then just realizing that, as I said, like every day you have to improve somehow, some way, and that's the only way to fit in, especially at this high level. And I think this year I want to be an important part of the first team. I want to be one of the most trusted players by Pablo and the coaching staff, and I just have to go in and show them that I want this every day. I have to be the hungriest player on the team, and that's the only way to make it.
Where do you see yourself fitting in best in the game model that they use?
I'd say probably playing on the wing. Because of my pace, I think I'd be a great asset playing like Gomez last year,
Yeah.
playing out wide, taking on guys, creating chances. And yeah, I think that's where I'd fit in best.
The rumor is that you put in a lot of work in the off season and you came in super fit. Is that true?
Yeah, yes and no, cause as I said, I got hurt.
Yeah.
Last week Wednesday, I was doing extra work again, and pulled my hamstring. It was the third time in the last 2 months
Oh, no.
since I've been in November, December, and January. I was here Christmas Day. I was here New Year's Day, and I was working. And you know what happens? It's the game. Like, I mean, we all love the game, the highs and lows, and that's the only way I can take it. You know, just have to come back stronger and come back better.
I guess last question for me too is how do you? Obviously, your goal is to be in the first team and get minutes there, but clearly, like the Monarchs is the main path, right, to get there for a lot of players, and you obviously shone very brightly at that level last year. So, how do you properly, I guess, take those experiences to get to your ultimate goal here in 2025?
I think while I was with the Monarchs, the expectations and the demands for me to get to the first team were very clear by Pablo and the front office.
Yeah.
I know what they want to see when I'm playing either with the Monarchs in training or wherever. I know what they want to see and what they want from me. So I just say just taking that and using it every day, every chance that I get, just showing them that, hey, I can do anything you guys ask of me, and I'm willing to do it.
Obviously, too, with RSL having CONCACAF, Leagues Cup, there's a lot of opportunities for guys like yourself with a lot of games coming every Wednesday, every Saturday. How exciting is that opportunity?
No, I mean, it's obviously what you want as a player, you know, especially trying to break in. You want as many chances as possible, as many competitions.
Yeah.
And, you know, just hoping that I make a name for myself this year, you know. I get the chance to go out there and show what I can do because, I mean, I believe I'm incredible when it comes to on-the-ball stuff. And, you know, off-the-ball stuff is where I really lacked last year. So, you know, hopefully I can just show that I can do it and I can prove everybody in the front office, everybody who's been backing me, everybody right, that, you know, I was a good pick in the job.
Awesome. Thanks.